Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic. We are back with that My Hero greatness, y'all. All right, we are back with that My Hero greatness. We are so glad to be back, man. 2 chapters, y'all. 2 chapters. All right, I gotta catch up. You know, I had to just got finished reading that Shokugeki no Soma greatness, y'all. I mean, chapter 258 was probably the best chapter in Jump. I mean, I haven't read 178 yet, so I don't know. But I don't know if any other chapter was beating Shokugeki. I mean, the only thing I could think of that would be Haikyuu. Haikyuu was just consistently fire. I have to catch up on that. I'm gonna catch up to that. I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow, as long um, uh, with Dr. Stone and Black Clover. All right, I'm gonna read those 2 tomorrow, not today because it's a little late. I'm gonna read those 2 tomorrow when I get home, and yeah, and read some Haikyuu along with it. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, again, excuse my throat, coming out with a little something. Also, just been talking, teaching, doing all this stuff. It's tough, but you got to do it. You got to get through it, and we're just gonna go. All right, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna get through it. Let's do it. Let's go. So let's get into My Hero Academia chapters 178 and 179. All right, let's do it. Let's go. All right, so I'll check out Midman. I'll check out Shokugeki chapter 132. I'll check that out, definitely. All right, and I'll talk about that in my next review. Or I might try to set up a discussion video at some point one of these weekends where we just do a Shokugeki discussion, because I know a few people that want to talk about that. If you ever want to hop into that, just to join in the chat and everything, feel free to let me know. All right. All right, My Hero, y'all. My Hero. Let's do it. Boy, ha ha ha. What's with that getup, Kendo? Not what I'd expect from such a violent gal. Sexy. Is that a compliment or an insult? And you boys had better stop rushing in here. A compliment, of course. I'm the one who entered you into this thing in the first place. You're sure to win, since that commercial made you so popular. And once you do, that'll make Class 1B even more plus ultra. But more importantly, I get a reprieve from your wicked swings in the meantime. Well, if I'm going to do it, might as well try to win. Hey, hang on now. Are you sure she'll win? Why are you so confident? Nejide Hado-senpai. I'm happy to be competing with you, Kendo. Oh my, don't count me out just yet. Not if we're talking about winners. Not if you're talking about winners. What? For I am the ultimate beauty here. Yo, look at them eyelashes. Them things are ridiculous, man. Bimbi, Bibimi, Kenadon Senpai. Oh, yo, those eyelashes are ridiculous, man. Battle of the Babes. Almost there. Class A's performance starts at 10, and Class B's show comes right after that. Then lunch, then the beauty pageant. We sure are excited to see Midoriya, right, Hetty? Yeah. Hatsume, you might want to fix yourself up before the presentation. What? I'm in peak condition right now. Good morning. What are you up to? Morning. Permission to leave the grounds? Today? Yeah. The boy had 2 or 3 things he had to pick up. He headed down the hill to go shopping. With everything about to start, he's kind of cutting it close. Youthful enthusiasm I get, but come on. I feel bad for the workers. Blah. He left some invisible barriers behind. Dangerous. Better leave this here so people notice something's not right. Yo, Deku, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. That's the difference between like when certain battles happen and right and you see characters who are just super insightful, thoughtful, aren't just about the battle, which I get, but I think like that's just so cool. I think that's like a really it's those little things, y'all. It's those little things that really do it for me in terms of My Hero. And you wouldn't see that in like a Naruto. you know? And I think that was one thing that made like Avengers Age of Ultron interesting at the beginning of the movie. Like that idea that like no, was it no, it was Civil War. Sorry. Civil War, right? That like they had caused so much they saved millions of lives, but it caused so much destruction in that, in those actions. And like Deku was just like, yo, I'm just trying to like stop this dude. I'm not trying to destroy this construction site. Come on, Deku. Deku doing big boy things. Okay. Wow. And then Deku um does sort of like flips himself, which is cool. Watch closely. I had hoped to save you your quirk until our grand exit. Yet. But at this rate, our whole plan will be ruined. I am well aware. As we're under a time limit, though, I have no choice but to ask this of you, La Brava. Already here? Dodging my air blast threw off his form. While righting himself, he threw up another air barrier in order to land. On top of this tree, I noted the exact spot and remembered. Boom! Yo, let's go. Come on now. Yo. That's wild. Ha! Yo, these panels are dope, man. What a battle. Huh? He pinned both of them down. Let's go, Deku. My boy cannot move a muscle. You better not resist either, miss. Just give up, both of you. Normally, Gentle knows it's time to turn tail when we get spotted. I stake my very beard and soul in this caper. So she's thinking about what he said. Now that determination is backfiring. Oh, Gentle. You know Iba in class 3, the tiny one? I haven't even spoken 2 words to her, but she sent me a love letter. For real? Get this. She went on about how cool I was when I do this and that. Pretty obvious she's been following me around. That girl brought out dozens of pages of that crap. Scary. Sounds like a stalker to me. First summer break in middle school. I found the courage to confess to the boy I liked and got mocked for it. After that, I didn't let myself believe in anyone or anything. With no ambitions, I spent my days glued to my computer. I even thought about ending my life. But then I found him. Greetings, viewers. Yes, it is I, gentle criminal. Dissatisfied with the state of things, I shall give you something to believe in. Yes, I plan to change this world of ours. I found you, my light. Gentle criminal. There's nothing I can do about these dark rings. I sure hope he doesn't think they're gross. Huh. But you never said a word. You accepted me for me. Miss Manami Iba, codename La Brava. What do you say? In my estimation, we make the perfect team. Gentle, my dear Gentle. I'm handing you over to the police. They'll be here soon. La Brava. I love you. Thank you, La Brava. Quirk, love. Upon uttering the word love, the person she loves most, where's this power coming from? Receives a temporary power boost. The deeper the love, the stronger the boost. And when it activates in moments of crisis, the target grows dozens of times stronger. I prefer not to resolve matters by force, which is why I always edit out this part. Yo. Enjoy a nice nap, if you will. Yo, this is wow. Oh. Sorry about this, Izuku Midoriya. He chopped him, but in the end, love always triumphs. I fought plenty of people stronger and faster than you, and I haven't lost yet. Yo, let's go, Deku. I think this is so dope. Again, Horikoshi very actively, very consciously is just attacking this trope, man. He's just like, yeah, they love each other, and that's cool. But that's not gonna stop me from stopping you. You know what I mean? That's not gonna stop me. I feel people stronger than you. You're trying to hurt my friends. You're trying to get in the way of them having a good time. Sorry, but you gotta go. Don't, nah. You call yourself gentle criminal. You gotta go. Like, come on, man. Deku doing the thing, yo. The La Brava quirk is dope, though. The La Brava quirk is dope. I will say that much. I actually really like it. Like, I thought it was gonna be like some sort of like hackery kind of ability, you know, stuff like that. But really interesting. Really interesting. You know, I think it's cool, right? Because it's not a quirk that she can use on herself. That's cool. Some people are like, oh, I don't really like that cloak. The love quirk is corny. I'm like, this is why you see dudes like they sad inside, yo. They sad inside because I really like this quirk. I really do. I think it just makes sense in terms of what Horikoshi is trying to do. It's it's kind of this extended kind of metaphor, I guess, if I want to call it that, because it's like La Brava's quirk is that metaphor, and that metaphor, right, like extends itself onto gentle criminal, and Deku then has to fight against this extended metaphor. You know what I mean? It's dope. It is, because it's like now you have to think about, well, damn, you know, like, yes, I want Deku to win this battle, and I want to try to do his things, but like, I mean, but love though, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, and it's something that like Horikoshi, I think, is very aware of. You know, the way that he's set this up. If La Brava could be like, I love this person, I'm gonna go stronger, I'm gonna fight Deku, like, then it would be corny to me. You know what I mean? But like, But because it's set up in this particular way, in this sort of extended metaphoric sort of sense, and Deku is like, he's got his own values and certain things, and his own kind of affinity for people and love for people, right? It's different, you know. Really interesting stuff. So I actually really like this chapter. I like the way that that's set up, and I think Orphe, like, you know, he predicted that. He was like, yeah, I think it's gonna be something about love and attachment to gentle, You know what I mean? So shout out to him for that. I did not think about that. You know, that's all me. But I really like this. I like this idea of this. I like the idea of this quirk, right? It has the person that she loves most, right? It's not just like, oh, she loves somebody. Here you go, freebie power. It's like, no, it's one individual. That's it. Can't love same people equally. You know what I mean? In certain ways, you know what I mean? In that sense, I think, maybe in a romantic sense, I don't think so. You know, like, can you love, you know, several people a lot? Yeah, definitely. Some people can do that, other people can't. You know, but I think La Brava, great quirk. I like it a lot. And if you don't like the quirk, I want to know why you don't like the quirk. I want to know what it is about it in terms of how the fight's been written and the progression of the story and stuff like that. Why did you like the quirk? Like, what's going on there? Do you think it's like not good writing? Do you think it doesn't make sense in terms of La Brava's character? Like, I don't know. So I want to hear about that. Yeah. I want to hear about that. All right. You know what I mean? He balanced it. You know, I'm gonna go to the next chapter, but I'm gonna talk a bit about, you know, this chapter and the next chapter a bit more. But I really liked that chapter. That was a dope chapter for me. I really liked it. I get what people saying sort of like, you know, the sort of like relationship between La Brava and Gentle Criminal. It's a little weird in terms of like the age. I guess I don't know how old Gentle Criminal is. I'm not sure. But I guess we'll find out a bit more. But I think he's not old, but I think he's like he's up there a little bit. And La Brava is not really. So I don't know. I don't know how old La Brava is. If she's like over 25, then I'm like whatever. Like I'm like yo, you over 25, like do what you want. You know what I mean? You love who you love. You love who you want to love. So let's see. You know what I mean? She's a grown woman. Been with him for years. You know what I mean? Like she And, I do think like it. I think it's interesting because like it. I'm gonna move on to the next chapter. Let me just move on to the next chapter because I got to talk about this all day. But I really like this chapter. I did. Let's go to April 16th. April 16th issue. Because I can talk about that chapter all day. I really did like it. And let's see what happens in the next chapter. Let's go. Page 46. Chapter 179, y'all. All right. Let's do it. All right. This dude. Hi. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hey, guys. Hope you're ready because it's finally time. Today's the day when class, year, and department don't matter. We're all just here to cut loose. Now say it with me, everyone. Let the UA School Festival begin. Yo, Deku and Gentle, yo, they going at it. 9 a.m. And he's still fighting him, man. Yo. Boom. Unthinkable boy. How'd he... Please. A last resort, just like always. Using our lover mode to overcome the odds. As always. Stop this, please. Gentle, I'm so sorry. My love. Wasn't strong enough. The two of us. Not a single soul has yet to prove that your feelings for me are inadequate. Yo, that's dope. Gently sandwich. Yo, that's cool. The thinner the sandwich, the classier it is inherently. So I am loath to stack them like this. And yet I must see this through. The fleeting dream of a man past his youth. Who are you again? Interesting. To carve my name in history for future generations, so that going forward, someone out there will give a moment's thought to the way I lived and aspired to it. And this dream is no longer mine alone. Today marks my first step towards true infamy. My dream would be trifling indeed if your words could move me to abandon my course. As you are a UA student, I assume you can comprehend my penchant to dream. Come on, y'all. Horikoshi, let's go. Let's go, man. I don't know. It just hit me that. You know what I mean? Like, you are a UA student in particular. I assume you can comprehend my penchant to dream, bruh. Come on. And this dream is no longer mine alone. So why? If you get it, then why attack our festival? Why trample all over our feelings, our hopes and dreams? Yo, this fight is wild, y'all. And then he says, such is the way of the world. Yo. Yeah. For your dream, huh? So you'd ruin all our hard work, our passion? You'd steal a smile from a girl who doesn't know the meaning of joy yet? If that is what it takes. Yo. Yo. No. I mean, bruh. That's what we talking about, man. He's like, basically was like, He was like, man, I let a baby starve, man. I let a baby starve, man. Like he really went there. He was like, yo, I'm not concerned about this girl over here. Like, yo, this selfish in that. Come on, man. He wilding. You wilding right now. Come on. If that's what it takes. That is what it takes. Dreams. I hope to become a hero, gentle, 18, high school, second year. One with enough great deeds to land me in the textbooks. You aren't listening, so I'll tell it to you straight, Tobita. You got held back a year because you failed, and ours isn't even a high school level. What's more, this makes 4 times you flunked the provisional license exam. At this point, I have to recommend that you drop out altogether. I hear Takeshita already got some offers from agencies. Fear not, mother. I will endure, undaunted. Yo, man, Horikoshi, man. Why you do this, Horikoshi? Why you do this? Damn. Oh no, up there, he's falling? My quirk could have cushioned his fall. Such was my judgment call. Huh? The man who fell will need 6 months to make a full recovery. As it happened, you prevented the hero from executing the rescue. That's one charge of obstructing public duties. Wow, an expulsion notice, bruh. Graffiti says, scum, trash. Oh my goodness, yo, Horikoshi! Let's go! I'm sorry. I got really excited. Yo, this dude, you know, like, do you understand how difficult it is to just like write a compact like story? And people were like, well, you don't need a flashback for every character for these characters to matter. I'm like, yo, Katakuri needed this so badly, though. Katakuri needed this so badly, though. That's why, to me, he's a boring character. I have no interest in Katakuri. I don't, because there's none of this. Not none of this, but it's so tiny as to be insignificant to me. I don't care. But look, I'm not even done with the flashback, y'all. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Horikoshi, yo. Oh, Horikoshi. Let's move. As he's fighting, yo, his parent, yo, gentle at 22, underemployed. This is like some like something you might read in like an Inu Asano manga. You know what I mean? Or some like Soul Anin stuff. You know, some seinen like stuff where it's just like just devastating. You know? Tsukushi is a wild mountain vegetable available in spring. Okay. Spring, lovely. The season for eating tsukushi. I'd long since forgotten my dreams. Didn't have the luxury of paying them a passing thought. Takeshita. Why, if it isn't Takeshita? You've gone independent then? How fantastic. You remember me, of course? We were in the same class. I thought I was held back a year. Who are you again? Yo. My dreams are dead. Is it my miserable fate to live in squalor, to wither and rot on the vine like this? I say nay. Not just yet. Gentle. We've used lover mode more times than I can count. Sure, he reflects people's attacks back at him, but always just to make a getaway. My gentle doesn't approve of violence. You find me unprincipled? Mock if you must. I can live with that. Yo! Nobody's mocking you, gentle criminal. Yo. You can win this, gentle. Yo, Horikoshi, bro. 179 end, y'all. I mean, that was a 10 out of 10 chapter. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I don't know how I could give this anything less than a 10 out of 10. And this is what I'm talking about, man. I don't give 10 out of 10s willingly. Y'all know me. I don't just go, oh, this is a 10 out of 10, that a 10 out of 10, 10 out, like, how long has it been since I'll give a chapter a 10 out of 10, like, since the last time I've streamed? You know what I mean? Today I've had because the chapters have been fire. Shokugeki, bro. I was like, yo, something's gonna have to be real good to go against Shokugeki. I mean, in this 2 chapters, bro, like, these manga are going in, bro. They going in. The panel, beautiful, beautiful panel. Beautiful panel. You really put in the work there. Oh my goodness. Right, like 5 minutes ago, I gave it to, no, I mean, like, before I streamed, like this week, like last week, the week before that, I was not just throwing out 10 out of 10 chapters. I'm like, some chapters were 6s, some chapters might have been 7s, maybe some 5s. Horikoshi going in, y'all. This, like, this is like, this, you know, this reminded me of, again, one of my favorite manga, if you've ever read Yoshihito Tatsumi, man. Yoshihito Tatsumi just does like these great like vignettes, I guess, if you want to call them that, where he just like, he has his just these manga about like real life, like, you know, how like, you know, urban, like, you know, parts of like Japan were, you know, a bit after World War II, you know what I mean? And just really intense stuff. Really intense stuff. That chapter was very reminiscent. If you go read some Yoshihito Tatsumi, it's very reminiscent. The way that the color, you know what I mean? The shading. Sorry, one of my cats is being ridiculous. The shading, like the ability of the images to tell the story, without you even having to necessarily read certain bits of the dialogue. Like that's what I'm talking about, man. And that's all in this flashback. You know? I mean, just real, man. And this is it, right? I think a lot of shonen manga have this in them, but some aren't as willing to push that. You know, like the art's been on point, man. The art, come on. Come on. Yo, Reptar, what's good? Shakti Body, what's up? Dukaki Tsunami. Tsunami. I mean, come on. And it's hard, man. This is the thing. Like, people will talk about My Hero Academia as a story, haven't even caught up, haven't even got past the camping stuff, and they like, no, this is trash. That trash. I'm like, get caught up. You know what I mean? Like, for me, like, I have to be caught up with the story before I can say everything that I've seen so far has been trash. Right? Like, not everything I've seen, but like everything that's out so far has been trash. So as a whole, right, the blah 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 is trash. Come on, that's his name. I'm yo, facts though. That name is like you trying, man. It's funny, but I digress. Like, come on. My Hero doing that greatness. Yo, we all remember that Twice chapter, yo. We remember it. That was one of those points where people were like, yo, where did Koshi come from with that? Like, we were like, yo, where did he come from with that? we were stunned. I was stunned when I saw that chapter because I was like, "This what? Horikoshi? Where'd you get? Like, you had that? You had that in you? Really though? Really though?" I was hyped, yo. I was. All right. I mean, these 2 chapters were fantastic, and I think the thing that I really like is that he doesn't like the way the battle's moving is very clear, right? Yo, the chapter with Twice's backstory. Oh man, that chapter was dope. I can't remember the number, but like when people talk about My Hero greatness, that Twice chapter was one of the points that people always point to. We're like, yo, look at that chapter, man. Look at that chapter. Like, that was one of those points where I was like, yo, Horikoshi stepped it up. Like, beginning of My Hero, it was good. Some points were great. But then Horikoshi just said, the writing just like, it was like he was freed of something. You know, I can't, oh man. It was like during like the, right after like the camping stuff. Like when they had to go and, let me look it up. But that's like one thing. I'm sorry, I can't remember the chapter. I'm looking it up right now, y'all. I think he was introduced in chapter 74. Yeah, Manga debut chapter 74 and chapter 77. But I'm gonna look up chapter 74. 74, y'all. It tells me it's 77. It might be 76. It might be 74. Let me see. No, let me go to 77. See. Yeah, it was like the camping stuff. So I think we'll actually see it fairly soon. It's not like he got his backstory. Maybe it was 74. Let me see. I want to look because I gotta find it. I gotta make sure we talk about that because it was dope. It was such a dope chapter. Let me. I'm gonna look for it a bit later. It is chapter 115. Sorry, chapter 115, y'all. Go back. And the title of that is Unleashed. And it's just like, yo, like Twice just starts talking about his quirk in the past of it. It's just like, you know, sorry, one of my cats is being ridiculous. Open, man. Sorry about that. But yeah, sorry. That like, give me a sec, y'all. I gotta discipline my cat. Sorry, just had to. Sorry, guys, just had to. You know, my cat was like trying to eat out of a bowl. He's not supposed to eat people food. You know what I mean? Like, no. You know, he's already got like some like issues. So no, you know what I mean? We love him too much for that. Sorry about that. But yeah, these chapters were dope. Okay, the chapters were dope. It was that kind of level of stuff, right? When Horikoshi comes out with that level of stuff, then you're just like, yo, he going in, man. He going in. That's it. That's all you can say. He just going in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, the dude had the clones. Yo, that chapter was so yo, and people were like, there were some people who were like, yo, that chapter sucked. And I was like, man, get out of here, man. I was like, yo, let's go. Just go somewhere. Sit down, please. Go read your generics nonsense. And just be gone. All right. But it was dope. And like this chapter was very similar, had a very similar vibe to it, you know, just like a person who's found something in all of that like darkness and self and that misery and everything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. At the end we saw All Might talk to that chapter was dope, man. That was such a dope chapter. It had so much and it just worked. You know? It was good. All right, so what I'm gonna do, just talk a little bit about like the fighting, right? Again, the fight choreography, like the way the fight was like paneled and drawn, fantastic. The idea behind Gentle's quirk, you know, that we have to take him seriously, and that's fantastic. You know what I mean? Dope. But yeah, the art really great here. Really great art here. And I always appreciate that. Dope art. Like another thing, I think again, so I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about La Brava, Gentle, just to reiterate that before I end this live reaction / review. Right. I think there's some people who are like, La Brava's quirk is corny. And it's like push it a little bit. You know, and I think some people like they like for me, I do this a lot when it comes to like music, especially especially rap music, where like I'll listen to something on the first listen and be like, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, and then after the second listen, third listen, fourth listen, I'm like, yo, this is dope, and it takes me a while, you know. But usually, like if I know something is dope, then I'm like, yo, that was great. Like I just know, you know, there's certain things that just they that's it. You know, you don't need a second read or listen or whatever. You just know, and you know that every time you're going to read that thing or listen to that thing, it's going to be dope. So this is something that La Brava, that idea of about the love quirk, that it's something that is very distinct, and that like she can only use if someone reciprocates, or not even reciprocates, but like if someone truly like I think that she loves, and if someone like, I guess, you know, is willing to like be in her life even. You know what I mean? And her willingness to use that quirk, I think it's just really, really, really great. It just does so many things. And it's not just that alone, right? It's like if Horikoshi did that alone and they were just doing whatever they were doing, okay. But that Horikoshi decides to introduce that dynamic as they're fighting someone who has their own ideals, their own morals, their own ethics, right? That is deeply entrenched in what it means to be a hero. Right? Like there's a lot like that's just great. That's just great writing. You have to do that stuff. If you're not doing that stuff in a battle shonen, your battle shonen is trash. I truly believe that. I do. If you are not doing that stuff, basic, you know, battles as metaphors, you know, good ones, right? Trash. Right? If you're not doing that, it's trash. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Unless like you did some super bomb ass stuff with the art or whatever, you know. And yeah, the stain vibes coming from Gentle were great. I mean, I want to know more about Stain, but I feel like right now I like Gentle more than I like Stain. You know, because I think Stain is wonderful. But I think what I like about Gentle is we got that backstory, we got that despair. We understand why he's doing what he does. And the reason why he feels like he has to stick to that. Why there's no room for change or whatever, because he's lived, man. He's just lived longer. And this is something that I think a lot of people who are particularly like I don't know. Like for me, that's how I feel about it right now, right? And you know, first listen, right? So like again, later on I'll be like, yeah, you know, Stain is dope. But for me, and I think this is the thing, right? For me, like I adore Stain. Stain is wonderful. He's a fantastic character for my hero. But I think Gentle just adds that, like, he's so like on the bottom and is like insignificant that it adds to that poignancy. You know what I mean? He like his character is particularly poignant because he doesn't create like he hasn't necessarily created these particular ripples or anything like that. He's just a dude that people dislike on YouTube. But Stain is like been like a hero killer. People are like, oh, this dude's a hero killer. This dude kills heroes. This is legit, right? But Gentle, like he's not really anybody, right? He's more relatable. He like and I think that like there's power in that. You know what I mean? So for me, I think that's why I'm kind of like I like him more. That doesn't mean I think he's a better character overall or anything like that. But I think for me, I enjoy Gentle's character more than I do Stain's character. That's how I feel about it. Even though I love Stain, it's like very close. It's like this. It's like this. Back to me, it's like this. Stain is like right here. Gentle is like right here. It's very close, y'all. All right, but it's just that little edge. I think if once we see more about Stain and who he was and what he looked like and everything like that, once you see a bit more of that, then, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Stain is great. But Gentle, yo. That backstory and like, and you can feel it. You can feel it. What he's been through. The sane nature of it. You know what I mean? The expulsion. The feeling that your dreams are dead. That you're dead inside. That people don't see you. That you don't matter. You know what I mean? Like that stuff, man. That's like stuff that when you read stuff like that, because a lot of people, like tons of people have been through that. They've just been through it. They've been through the gauntlet. And they didn't come out unscathed, and they didn't come out better than what they were, you know, in terms of feelings and emotional, health and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I mean, Gentle's a character that's just incredibly relatable, I think. La Brava as well. I think there are a lot of people who, you know, like for me, I was kind of like that at one time, where when I was in high school, summertime, like, you know, later on in terms of my high school years, I was on the computer all the time, just like, you know, playing text-based RPGs and stuff. You know what I mean? So real stuff, man, real stuff. All right, so I'm gonna end it there because I gotta get to Promised Neverland, y'all. I gotta get to the Promised Neverland. But these chapters were fire. That last panel was particularly good. I don't have much more to say. Again, I think the way that Horikoshi placed that opposition, you know what I mean? La Brava's great. Gentle is great. And I think people like, you know, people sort of think that, you know, and this is the thing I say all the time. People are like, ew. You got expelled from school? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, I don't want to talk to him, that or her, like, you know, or them. Like those people are like useless now. You know what I mean? Just like the elitism, man. Rampant. And you see it when you're going through the stuff, you see it way more often, you know? Um, and that's why I really appreciate, like, right, that it's like it's an older person that Deku is sort of fighting against. It's not someone that's like, closer to his age. There's a difference there. There's a experience that's just bigger than, not bigger, but like longer than Deku's. That's just more, in an abstract sense. And Deku's fighting against that right now. And I really like it because I have no idea who's gonna win. I'm not sure who's gonna win this battle. But whoever wins, the story will be better for it. It will. I'm gonna end it there, y'all. Okay, because it's been like 45 or something minutes. All right. 178 was supremely dope. 179 is just beautiful. 10 out of 10 for that. But again, y'all know me. I do not just throw out 10 out of 10s. I don't. I really don't. Unless I think like it's particularly well done, and I didn't think that anything could be done better. That's how I feel. So I'm a black manga critic, y'all. I'm out.